Hi everybody, it's Joey, and I'm here to do a episode review of the Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 9, Episode 2. Girl. Gotta ask Santa for a new camera, girl. Okay, so, yeah, so this episode was called the Easter egg hunt or something. So this episode was really good. Not that last episode wasn't, but this episode definitely topped it. So okay, so let's just, before I even get started into the episode, let me put on some cream. I'm gonna put some vanilla bean oil out. Excuse me. I have a robe on because it's freezing out. It's snowing outside. Can you believe it's snowing? We're in New York City. And it's snowing in the middle of November. I don't think it's ever snowed this soon since I've been alive. So, perfume of the day is Forever Red Perfume by Bath & Body Works. Lipstick of the day is Celebrity Skin Liquid Lipstick with Celebrity Skin Lip Liner. And then Kylie Gloss on top, Sugar Plum. Okay. Now, I told you guys I was going to keep you guys updated. And yes, I am feeling better. My neck was killing me for a couple of days after the incident. And, but I rose above it, or whatever it was, and, I got better. It still was really scary to me. I'm gonna admit to you guys, I cried myself to sleep that night when, it happened. So yeah, it was scary. It definitely was scary. But it's freezing out, girl. It's freezing. So I have to have this robe on. This robe I got at JCPenney. Okay. Let's start with the episode review, though. And thank you for all the prayers and everything and the likes. I really appreciated it and all the support. It was really, really nice. It really was. It was really, really nice. Okay. So let's get on to the episode review. So, they introduced Jackie. They introduced the two new girls, officially. So Jackie has two sets of twins. She has two sets of twins. She has two boys, one set, and then one girl and one boy, another set. And yeah, I really like Jackie. I think she's really cute. I think she's really funny. I really am liking Jackie so far. I think she's really cool. Yeah, I think that she's really down to earth and cool. I really like her. When it comes to, I said she's really cute. She went over Melissa's house and the kids went nuts. All the kids went nuts. Melissa's kids and Jackie's kids. They were going crazy. Like even crazier than I used to get it down as a kid. Like crazy. So, yeah, Jackie has a husband and everything. So, yeah, she has a nice family. So, that's Jackie. Again, like Jackie. And then Jennifer is not as down to earth as Jackie is. Jennifer is more like bougie and more like, this is my life. She has this big house. She has a spa. She has a tennis court, I think. She has a basketball court. She has a movie theater. I mean, she's more bougie, more like, like, this is my life. I love all the... Even her tagline's like, I love Gucci or something. So she's very superficial, very like that. So far that I'm getting at. But I do like her. Like, she is cool. She has 5 kids. I think 4 boys and 1 girl. The one girl's really... I really like the daughter. She's really cute. Yeah, I mean... Jennifer... I like them both equally so far. They're both very different, though. They're both very different, but I like them both equally so far. So anyway, so Teresa, Gia, and Teresa's father go to the nail salon and talk about how Joe is just not, Teresa's brother Joe is not really seeing the father and not really spending time with him and not really, just not, calling him up or anything. And I do agree with Teresa in some regard. I do agree with Teresa. I feel like Yes, Joe could be very busy and he works hard or whatever it is. But, lives very close to Teresa's house. And it is weird that he's not, you know, spending any time with the father, especially because he was very emotional about the father. Like, he kind of seems like he really, like, loves him so much. And, like, for him to be so, excuse me, for him to be so emotionally involved with the father and how he felt like he was choosing Teresa's husband over him and all this stuff, like he got very emotional in that christening scene and stuff. So for him not to spend any time with his father and just to be like, glazing over it and to be like his mother just died and everything, I don't know, it just seems like he could be spending a little more time with the father. But then I do feel like Teresa is equally as busy, and she was not living with her father, she probably would also not see him as much, obviously. So, I get where Joe's coming from too, because, like Teresa is living with the father. So it's like you get to spend all this time with him. It's like it's like you see him when you wake up and when you go to bed at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like with me, I don't live with him. So it's like harder for me to see him. So I get where they're both coming from, I guess. But Gia also got involved a little bit and was like, the excuse is getting old, that he works too much. Like, that's just getting old at this point. Like, he should just find time. Which Gia is old enough to put her opinion in at this point. Yes, she's 17. Okay, so Margaret goes over Danielle's house. And this is the... Margaret goes over Danielle's house, giddy, happy, smiling, everything. They're making a cup of tea, they're sitting down, they're kissing, mwah, 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 everything, talking about the wedding and everything else, right? All it had to take was Margaret mentioning she's going to this hatchet throwing party that Dolores is throwing. That's all it had to take for Danielle to blow her shit. I thought she was going to take the teacup and, like, throw the tea on her. That's what I thought. The shit was crazy. Hold on. Oh my god. Yeah, it snowed really bad last night. It snowed really bad. You know what I've noticed? There's like a cord on the floor, like, the antennas from the thing, and then it's on the floor. Like, yeah, it snowed bad yesterday. It was so weird. Anyways, back to the episode review. So yeah, that's all it had to take. That's it. For Danielle to go nuts. She was throwing low blows like no other. Like, literally, Margaret... It seemed like Margaret, like, literally, totally was just in shock. Even the little puppy, Danielle's little puppy, was a little bit, like, in shock and speechless, and he just was, like, he looked confused, too, the little puppy. He looked like he was not understanding where his mommy was coming from. So, yeah, Danielle was just really going at it. She said things like, you cheat on your husband and Dolores got cheated on. That's the only thing you guys have in common. And you know what? You should have just fucking said no. You shouldn't have went to Dolores' hatchet party throwing thing. I wouldn't even know what the hell it was. I was like, what the hell? I would have been like, what the fuck is a hatchet throwing party anyways? What the hell is that? But it looked like if Danielle had that hatchet, she would have stabbed Margaret with it, because she was pissed. And Margaret, she's sitting there and she's just like, what the like, what? And then Danielle storms out of her kitchen. Storms out of her kitchen hysterical, leaving Margaret alone in the house, like, and just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just leave then. Like, she was just like, okay, well, I'll just leave. I'll just see myself out. Yeah, I felt really bad for Margaret because Danielle went nuts. Like, how she went nuts at Siggy at that table, like, she went nuts, right? Yeah, she just thinks that Margaret doesn't have her back. I don't know what it is. But Dolores does have this hatchet throwing party. Everyone goes except for Danielle, of course, and Teresa, because Teresa has her daughter's dance recital or something. I'm like, okay, that could be the truth, or it could be the Danielle being like, listen, they probably heard that Danielle got mad at Margaret for going, so maybe Teresa felt a little type of way. But then I also feel like maybe Danielle wasn't that mad at Teresa for going, because Teresa knows Dolores for 20 plus years and Margaret doesn't even know Dolores, and Margaret's more of Danielle's friend. So I get why Danielle would be more upset with Margaret than Teresa. But Teresa didn't end up going anyway. She did not go to the Hatchet Throwing party. For whatever excuse it was, she didn't go. No, you can't. I'm busy right now. I'm doing something.
I just want you to know I got all your medications.
So anyways, Teresa did go. Marge, husband and Dee cheated on her. Okay, so that was a long scene. The Margaret and Danielle scene. Like they will go. Like Danielle was going at it for real. I also wanted to mention Danielle doesn't have a confessional, which is actually not a good thing, because I feel like if Danielle's in a scene and she wants to give her 2 cents or give her opinion on a scene, she's not going to really. We're not going to see it. We're just going to see the other person's side of the story. Do you get what I'm saying? So Danielle should have had a confessional. I think that's wrong. But she doesn't have a confessional this season. I wanted to also do that. But back to the Hatchet Throwing party. So everyone went except for Teresa and Danielle. So basically Margaret tells Dolores and everyone else that she's going to Oklahoma for this weekend, because she's having this hospital gown. I don't know. She's doing this design or costume design for kids in the hospital, which is a cute idea. But I also feel like wearing costumes, like, I don't know, like, I think it would be cute to, like, be able to design your own gown. Like, if I was a child and I was in the hospital or whatever, and to design my own gown. Not like a costume per se, but just, like, design it with, like, whatever you wanted to put on it. Like, studs or rhinestones or glitter or any type of colored gown you would want to pick. But like to say a costume, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a costume, but she's calling it a costume. So so she invites everyone to Oklahoma for the weekend and for a trip. So that's that. So Jen has to ask one of the new girls. Jen has to ask her husband, who is a plastic surgeon, that she wants to go on this girls trip, and she has not gone on a girls trip since she got married and since she has kids. So she has to ask for permission, and I just think that's just, I don't know. I get the old school, but if I'm going on a girls trip, it's not like I'm going with a bunch of guys. If I'm going on a girls trip with just girls, I mean, I shouldn't have to ask for permission. I mean, I never took a trip before ever in my life. And if I want to go for the weekend, I'm going to go for the weekend. Alright? So I'm not asking for permission. But Jen felt the need to ask for permission. He did allow her to go, so she's able to go on the Oklahoma trip. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, ask for permission. I don't know. Jen's going to need to talk to her husband about that, because I don't know how she has to ask for permission. I don't know. I just think that's weird. Okay, so then Teresa goes to the gym with a personal trainer to see her update and what she's been doing and how she's been keeping up with her diet. And the trainer shredded her to shit. Shredded her to absolute shit. She just was like, you look like a pile of shit standing there right now. You don't look good, girl. You need to really start losing more weight. You know, if you think you need to take this more seriously. And Teresa's standing there, like, in her bikini, like, she looks good. So I don't know what the trainer was saying, but the trainer knows her best, knows body is best, or whatever it is. So, yeah. So basically, she just shitted on Teresa's whole body and her whole life in that instance. And Teresa just told her, listen, I'm going on a girls trip. And then again, the trainer was like, are you going on a girls trip? No, you shouldn't be going on no girls trip. And like, is Teresa gonna have to ask the personal trainer for permission? Like, I don't understand this. Like, they're going on a girls trip. They're not going to Vegas. They're going to Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Teresa go on the girls trip. But the personal trainer was giving her shit for it. Whatever. So, after that, it's finally Easter Sunday. Happy Easter. So, Melissa and Joe and the kids come over to Teresa's house for Easter. And they start praying to Teresa's mother, because the father gets emotional and starts to choke up and cry, and it was a sad scene. I almost cried too. Every time the father cries on it, it's just emotional to me. The father tells Joe, "You didn't call me for 2 weeks. What the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with you? You know, you haven't called me for 2 weeks. Shame on you. What a shame." And Joe's like, I'm working like a dog. I'm working like an animal dog. I have nothing else to do. This is not my fault. Whatever. So at the table, and Teresa goes, when are you gonna make time for this one right here? When are you gonna start making time for Daddy? When are you gonna start doing that for him, huh? When are you gonna start doing it? And should she have done that? No. But at that point, the father already brought it up. I mean, he did. He brought it up in the kitchen. So I guess Teresa's like, okay, let me bring it up at the dining room table. But yeah, I mean, Joe was put on the spot. He just was like, listen, I'm working. It's not my fault, whatever. So then one of the kids saw where it was going, so they changed the subject. They changed the subject and was like, okay, well, let's do an Easter hunt. Let's hide the eggs and let's do the Easter hunt, right? Let's find the eggs. So while Teresa, Melissa, and Joe were in another room trying to hide the eggs, Joe was like to Teresa, you should stop fucking bringing up that shit in front of Daddy. Why did you do that? I'm gonna blow my nose. I'm so sorry. This video is so crazy because you have my dad knocking. By the way, that was my father knocking on the door. He could not come in. Listen, I'm in a very important interview in a very important video right now. Excuse me. This video is turning out to be a mess. I'm in a robe. People are slamming the doors left, right, and center. My dad's trying to barge into my room. I'm sick. I'm cold. I have a cold. I don't know. It's just a mess, this video. I'm so sorry, you guys. So yeah. So Joe's just telling him, you shouldn't be doing that. It's Easter Sunday. This is not the time to bring it up. And she's like, listen, I hear it all the time. My daddy keeps bringing it up to me that you should be spending more time with him and everything else. Like, he's bringing it up to me. And, listen. At the end of the day, Joe needs to find more time for his father. It's the truth. It's the end of the day. That's what it is. He should. In my case, I was never close to my father, even though he's barging on my door trying to get in. But I was never close to my dad, so this wouldn't be an issue. But with Joe, I just feel like he's so close with his father, and the father wants to see him, so it kind of seems like he should spend that time because, their father is in the hospital right now. Like, he's not doing well. So Teresa and the father was right in the end. Like, time is ticking and you don't have much time. You should start seeing him. So they were right in the end. But then Joe is like, well, I'm working like a dog. I have no other time. I don't have the time. But then Gia got involved. And Gia walked in and was like, it's true. Like, you should spend more time with the father. You never see him. You never call him. We always hear about it. And it's like, you need to make one day out of the week and be like, okay, let me go see my father this week. Just like, come on, like, and Gia knows because her father's in the hospital. Her father's in jail, so she doesn't get to see her father. So, you know what I mean? Like, she's trying to tell Joe, like, the time is ticking. Like, you don't have much time. We just lost the grandmother. Like, you need to start finding time. Then Melissa started to get agitated. Was like, no, you're a child. You shouldn't get involved. That she's 17. Joe, talk to Teresa. Don't talk to Gia. And Gia's like, no, it's not adult talk. I hear everything. I'm gonna get involved. I'm like, you better go, Gia. You better fucking speak up to the aunt. Because Melissa, I don't know. I didn't like that she chimed in like that. At this point, Gia is old enough to chime in. And at this point, they were so fucking loud. Everyone can hear them. Gia should be able to chime in. So, yeah. So that was the end of the episode. It ended. And the next week, Melissa and Teresa go at it in Oklahoma. They're on the trip to Oklahoma, and that's the episode review. It was really, really good. I really liked this episode. Last episode was good, but this episode definitely topped it. Yeah. I have to go because, to be honest with you, I have work today. And I'm starving and I'm hungry and I have to go to work. I have to go to Bath & Body Works. I'm still holding off the Bath & Body Works story time video because when I do the video, when I eventually do it, you all are going to see why I held it off so much. There's something going on, and I will talk about it in the story time video in Bath & Body Works. But I'm holding it off for a specific reason, and you guys will understand when you watch the video. What else? There was something else I wanted to discuss and talk about, and I don't know. There was something else. I am doing another video today Someone called me. Oh, that was a voicemail. Okay. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. And, I'm sorry, I'm so busy. I'm gonna be so busy next week. First of all, I'm not spending Thanksgiving with my family. I'm gonna be working on Thanksgiving. So it's gonna be a lot, you know? It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna be busy the whole week next week. Honestly, working like a dog. I have 2 jobs right now. 2 jobs. And I'm gonna have to eventually pick one. You know what I mean? I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but I don't think anyone that I work with has my YouTube channel. So I'm good, but just a secret between you and I, me and my subscribers, I am working 2 jobs right now, secretly. The other one doesn't know about the other one, so that's part of the reason why I'm holding off the Bath and Body Works, story time. I'm gonna have to make a decision, and when I make my decision, I will let you guys know, and I'll let you know everything when I make my decision, but, yeah. Also, I decided I'm probably not going to get anything in the Jeffree Star Holiday Collection except for a couple of lip scrubs. I'm not going to get any lipsticks only because I have so many Jeffree Star lipsticks and none of the colors really spoke out to me. I did like the eyeshadow palette, but it's not in my budget. But I would have gotten a lipstick, it's just none of the colors are really for me. The only one I wanted to get was the nude, but I feel like the nude is going to be too nude on me. I don't know. And then the dark one I wanted to get, but it kind of looks black. It's called Triggered. It kind of looks black. It's kind of, so none of the colors really stood out to me. So I'm not going to get any lipsticks, but I may do a review on the lip scrubs. I don't know if you guys want to see that. But yeah. But just to end this video off, I am doing better, and that's it. So my health is better, and thank you for all the support and the messages that meant a lot to me. So I'm going to go now. I love you guys, and bye.